Hello my friend, and welcome back to the next video of the Full Sail lifestyle stuff, I guess. This is day number 6 of month 5, doing pretty good. And I want to start out this video by thanking you for just checking out the videos. It's definitely cool that hopefully I can help you out by giving you some really good insight to the school. Because I love this place. I mean, you'll find a lot of the written reviews on the blogs and stuff. I mean, you'll find that it's mostly written by people that have dropped out and haven't done too well in the school. They probably didn't do their homework, so they failed the class and decided that it wasn't for them or whatever. Or they thought that it was a party school. No, sir, or man, this is not a party school. This is you want to go somewhere in your career kind of school, and then you can party with the rock stars for real. So at least that's the way I look at it. So yeah, so thanks for tuning in for real, especially if you're one of the peeps that have watched almost, the majority of the videos. I don't know, if you've been watching all the videos, then you're a trooper, because I talk a lot. No, but for real, I'm just in a good mood, and I got my homework done tonight. Lab and lecture was great today. Wait, no, this is day number 5. What am I talking about? See, I'm so tired. It's this video is for October 31st, but it's actually about 4 o'clock in the morning on November 1st. So this is, you get the idea. But I don't know, I just got back from workout, took a shower, got a nice glass of water sitting here with me on the bed. But let's talk about school. Let's talk about Full Sail today. So today was the 5th day of month number 5. It was also the first day of the second week. I had microphones and theory class today. In lecture, we discussed polar patterns, and that was the first half. Well, it was kind of the first half. It was more the first 3/4 of class, and then towards the end, we talked about the SPL meters and sound pressure levels, so SPL levels and all that. SPLs. Yeah, we talked about that stuff, decibels and all that jazz. And with the polar patterns, you have your omnidirectional, your bidirectional, which is also your figure 8, and those are your 2 natural patterns that you'll get. You also have your cardioid, your supercardioid, your hypercardioid, and then we also talked about, which this part blew my mind. So obviously I knew that we had, there we go, you see me better. So I knew that we had all the different kinds of polar patterns, but then you can combine those polar patterns to make different ones. It's so crazy. I can't even explain it right now, because it totally just it was just, it's adding and subtracting stuff. And it was so weird. But basically, you can take 2 different mics. You can take an omnidirectional mic, and then if you combine it with a cardioid mic, you'll get something else. It's so crazy. But it was pretty cool. I thought the polar pattern stuff was really interesting. We learned how to read the charts. You'll have, it's basically a 360-degree chart, and it has the little figure on there. Sorry, got a hair. No, that's embarrassing. But anyway, yeah. So we learned how to read the chart that has the for the cardioid, you have your upside down heart kind of thing. And most of the mics that we use at Full Sail are all cardioids. There's actually, I think, 2 or 3 that are not cardioid. One of them is a supercardioid, the other one's a multi-pattern, and the other one is a figure 8 because it's a ribbon mic. But yeah, the polar patterns is pretty cool. And so that leads me into lab. That's what we checked out in the first part of lab. There's tape on the floor, and it has your 0 degrees, which is called your on axis, and then the 45, 90, 135, and then your 180. So it goes around the side of the mic. And what we basically did was we put up all the mics, and we had 5 people in lab today. And since we had 15 mics, we all did 3 mics each. And basically what we did was we checked out what they sounded like from about a foot away from the diaphragm, and then we would go around it to check out where, or not where, but I guess you could say where the sound drops out and exactly how the polar patterns work, and it's really cool to see because even though a mic might say it's a cardioid mic, you know, depending on the frequencies, it will still pick some stuff up from the back or maybe not. Um, those little charts go way deeper than just the base of what they show on the websites to sell them. But yeah, it was a fun lab. I think it was the first time that I talked in a mic in the live room. It was a bit odd. It's weird because when you're in the actual like the boardroom, you can they have the screen in there where they have the camera and you can look in the live room and everything. So it's weird being like knowing that they're looking at you. They're probably making fun of you too, because it's fun to joke around sometimes. But we basically checked out the different angles of all the polar patterns. And then in addition to being about a foot away, after we went around the first time, we backed up about 3 or 4 feet to check out the, what is it called? The distance factor or something. Why can't I remember it? I'm tired, that's why. It's been a long day. A great day, though. And it was also Halloween, so happy Halloween. So yeah, that was the first part of lecture and lab. And then so in lecture we also talked about like the SPL meters and everything, and we talked about earplugs and the importance of them. And that's basically what we did for the second half of lab as well, is we just checked out an SPL meter and how it works, what it does, and we kind of talked about the earplugs and everything. Because even a conversation like I'm talking to you right now is around 70, 80 decibels. So it's like our ears are getting just pounded with sound, like just all the time, and we don't even realize it. And I had I thought a regular conversation was around 40 or 50 decibels, but 70 or 80? Yeah, I mean, it was kind of crazy. And I'd like to get myself like a small SPL meter just to see. Like, just to see how loud the traffic is outside, or just whatever, you know what I mean? I think it'd be really interesting. And it makes me, last night I finally got around to doing it. I'd gotten a $25 Visa gift card for my birthday from my Aunt Cindy, and I spent 20 of that. So I've got like $5 left on the card, but I spent 20 of that on some new earplugs from Etymotic Research. So I got a new pair of the high fidelity earplugs, because I had gotten a first pair like a couple years ago from my drum teacher, Mike Jones, because he was like, "Hey, got some earplugs if you want to check them out." He's like, "They're supposed to be for drums." So and they work great, like better than just about any other ones. Like the ones at Home Depot you can get that are yellow and they have the blue cord. No, I mean nothing compared to the ones that I've been using. But somehow, yeah, I lost one of them, and I'd been meaning to buy a new pair because I've been using my iBeats, like the Beats earplugs. I've been using those as headphones, and or not headphones, but earplugs, and they work, but it's just not acceptable because those are headphones, not earplugs, you know. And I don't want to mess the cord up and everything if I'm wearing it everywhere. Because I don't listen to music all the time either. Like if you really want to appreciate music, you also have to appreciate silence. Like the other day, before I started working on my homework, I got back from the little gym workout area, and I just sat for like a half hour, and I just soaked in the silence, and I loved it so much. Because I love sound, I love crisp, clear audio. I mean, that's why I'm going to school for it. And I love being able to control it. But with that, I also love the flip side of that coin, just the silence and just the, you know what I'm saying, the zen of it. So, I love both sides of that coin there. But yeah, fact is, I ordered some new earplugs last night. They shipped out. They should be getting here on Thursday, I do believe, which is the 3rd. I got an email from the company saying they should be here on the 3rd, so that was nice. What else? Yeah, I finally finished that homework. I'd been working on it throughout the weekend, and I finally finished it earlier tonight before I went and worked out. And I emailed it to my instructor and everything, so that went good. And I'm actually... we got the second listening assignment, which I don't think this one's as bad. I haven't downloaded it yet from Propeller, but it's basically the same thing, but this time it's using like acoustical instruments, I think. Like, I think the tracks have guitars instead of the guy talking, and then we also had to listen for the first one that I finished earlier. The second track that we had to listen to was the same microphones, but it was him talking, and then they did some instruments. They used a woodblock, maracas, and a triangle, which is a bit weird if you ask me. But, you know, all the same, it was still checking out the different sounds, and there were differences. And that's what made me glad I had those Beats earplugs or earphones, because I could really plug in and dial in and hear it. Sound cancellation on those things are superb. I mean, it's top notch. It's on point. But no, today was a really great day, and I'm just I'm in a good mood. I'm happy. I got a lot done today. It turned out it was a bit rainy this morning, but it turned out to be beautiful. So, Full Sail, month 5, day number 5. Great day, I must say. There's not many days that aren't good. I'll say it that way. Especially with the classes that I'm in this month. Yeah, it's going good. On Wednesday, I have my first microphone and theory quiz, which I'm just going to say microphones quiz. We have to know the 15 microphones, which we're going to have to identify 5 of them, but it's going to be picked randomly. And then we also have to set up and strike a mic. So that, I mean, that's easy, you know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't, ain't no thing, so it should be fine. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video, and I'm going to thank you for tuning in and checking it out. If you got any questions about the school or whatever, I can ask me and I can try to get back to you. It's been hella busy this month, that's for sure. It's been going non-stop. Fridays and Sundays are really my kind of chill days, but even then, they're not really chill days because I'm still going and doing stuff that I don't have time to do on the work days. So, like cleaning the house, because Mina's coming soon, which is actually why I'm going to go ahead and get going. I want to give her a call and tell her good night. And I don't know, Mina's awesome. She's definitely made my experience just that much better. So I can't wait for her to get down here. It's going to be great. So towards I guess the beginning of month number 6, you're going to be seeing her in the videos probably, because she's going to be living here. So that's what's up, if you ask me. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. I think today I had lab from 5 to 9. And tomorrow I have lab from 1 to 5 a.m. for recording consoles. But nonetheless, it shall be a great day tomorrow. So I will catch you then after I get done with my recording consoles lab. So word up. I'll see you tomorrow.